So two major things have just been recently confirmed and revealed in the official story of Dragon Ball Super. The first was the reveal that Beerus is still stronger than Goku, and by quite some margin, leaving us with no idea how strong he really is even to this day. And the revelation of Vegeta's Ultra Ego form, his equalizer to Goku's Ultra Instinct. Now, Beerus, having always dreamt of fighting a legendary Super Saiyan god that would equal him, has yet to meet two Saiyans who could potentially fit that quota. One being Broly, and the other being Gogeta. And in today's manga, we are going to see firsthand just what happens when Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku fuse and challenge none other than Lord Beerus. Vegeta on the ground, watching a fast-moving warrior moving at instantaneous speed, practicing his training. We soon find out that this is none other than Goku in his mastered Ultra Instinct form, saying as he moves around, "How's this for speed, Vegeta? Still think your Ultra Ego could match this?" While Vegeta watches down from below, responding, "This is what you call fast? I'm in base, and I can still see your movements. Stop playing around. Beerus is watching, you know." Referring to the God of Destruction, who is indeed laying down slothfully nearby with a smile, thinking in his head, this Saiyan really has come a long way. These movements are near perfect in his Ultra Instinct. He reminds me of a younger Whis. Vegeta, meanwhile still watching with his arms folded, grows visibly impatient and looks over at Beerus and says, "What's with the smile? Don't tell me you're actually impressed with this clown. Even Yamcha could use super speed. He's hogging the limelight as usual. Once he's down, I'll show you real speed." But realizing Beerus is still ignoring him, Vegeta becomes annoyed. "You're supposed to be my master, you goddamn cat! Yet you haven't taught me a thing since I reached this new form. Some teacher you are, Beerus. I bet the only reason you've stopped is so I don't surpass you." He then looks to the sky at Goku and yells, "Hey Kakarot, time's up! Come down and let me show you the results of my training. If you can even call it that." "Why you?" Meanwhile, a Beerus who finally snaps from Vegeta's comments, then responds, "So, you think I've been slacking with my training, do you? And for the reason of having you somehow surpass me? Ha! Don't make me laugh, Vegeta. You're no more of a threat to me than your own father was." Beerus, now finally getting up from his lazily state, then gets to his feet and with a sinister smirk says, "Fine. I was starting to get pins and needles from laying down so much anyway. I could use a warm-up. Forget this pointless training exercise. The real training starts now. Courtesy of your friendly neighborhood God of Destruction. Bring that other Saiyan down. It's time I reassert just how much of a difference there still is between us." Vegeta, now with a slight sweat drop down his face from the intimidating request, then immediately calls down Goku saying, "Kakarot! Come down. Plans have changed. Beerus wants to personally train us, and for some reason, that includes you too." Huh? Beerus wants to train us? Would that be considering cheating on Whis? This is pretty odd. He's never offered that before. Wasn't he sleeping? He looks down from above and then notices that Beerus has indeed woken up and to his feet, and says, "Oh wow, Vegeta wasn't kidding. I haven't seen Beerus this fired up since we fought on Earth." But after thinking that, another thought instantly comes to Goku's mind. Hey! Wait a second. Maybe he wants a rematch. I almost had him before. Maybe I could beat him now with Ultra Instinct. Haha! And as he says this, Goku then swiftly flies back down towards Vegeta. With an enthusiastic look on his face, Goku then looks on at Beerus and questions further, "So, what did you want to do, Beerus? Training wouldn't make much sense now that me and Vegeta have gone down different paths. Unless, you know Ultra Instinct too. My guess is you want to fight one of us. If that's the case, I'm going first." To which Vegeta then butts in, "In your dreams, Kakarot! Number 1, you already had your shot at him and failed. And number 2, I've just spent the last half hour standing around watching you fly about like a headless chicken. It's my turn this time. Come, Beerus!" But Beerus, slightly angered by their presumptuous arrogance, then just responds, "Ha! You two Saiyans really have gotten too big for your boots. Neither one of you could even hold a candle next to me as you are. I'm not interested in fighting either of you. But who I am interested in is fighting that Saiyan who defeated the one called Broly. Whis tells me his power could actually pose me a challenge. And I'm told he's a fusion of you two fools. So go ahead and do your silly dance. I'm waiting." No! Whoa! Awesome idea! As the two become shocked in different ways, reacting totally different, with Vegeta continuing, You can't be serious! Why not just fight us both at the same time? I'm not joining with that clown again! I promised myself! While Goku continues, "Damn, Beerus, you must be insanely strong if you think you could handle Gogeta. This'll be awesome. Imagine Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct combined!" To which Beerus then smiles and replies, "Yes, imagine that. I should say this offer for training has a time limit. You have 5 minutes to turn into this Gogeta before I go back to sleep. Hurry now, time is ticking." Making Goku hastily call out to the angry Vegeta saying, "Alright, you heard him, Vegeta. Let's start the dance. I can be on the left and you can be on the right." Which is instantly shut down by Vegeta, who responds, "Forget it, Kakarot! I'm a man of my word. There's no way in hell I'm joining with you for something like this. To save the world, sure, but for training? I prefer training by myself anyway." But Goku, now pleading with a beaming smile, says, "Please, Vegeta, just one more time. I promise next time we fight a bad guy, we won't even need to fuse, now that you have your Ultra Ego. One last time." "You say that every time, you clown! Fine. I'll do this only so I can see that damn Beerus beaten." And with that, Vegeta then closes his eyes and slowly then transforms into his Ultra Ego state, now covered in a mysterious dark flame, while Goku with a smile remarks, "That's the way. Thanks, Vegeta. I owe you one." While Beerus says, "Interesting. So they finally come to an agreement." And following this, Goku and Vegeta immediately begin the famous fusion dance of the Metamorans, yelling in unison, "Fusion! Ha!" Perfectly placing the tips of their fingers together, as Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku then become enveloped in a bright light. And just like that, Ultra Gogeta is born, now with white hair surrounded by purple, and a mysterious purple aura covered in floating white orbs, as the newly produced Saiyan lets out, "Let's get this started then, Beerus. I haven't got long." Wasting no time, Gogeta then ducks down into fighting stance, continuing, "You can't imagine just how long I've been waiting for this day, Beerus. We never fused when you first came to Earth. And things might have turned out completely different if we did. But now, we'll put that idea to rest. Prepare yourself for the strongest Saiyan in the universe, Gogeta! While Beerus just looks on completely unbothered with a cold gaze as he replies, Turned out different? Quit blabbering your nonsense and fight me. Did you not just say you haven't got much time? Do not disappoint me, mortal. Oh, I won't! And in an instant, with speed never before seen, Gogeta is immediately there, kicking a Beerus who could just about react, wincing in pain even as he blocks. As he gets pushed back and recovers himself, Gogeta is still right in his face with a smile, goading him on, saying, Don't tell me that little kick hurt you, Lord Beerus. Would be a bit embarrassing for your two students to show you up like that, don't you think? Which immediately triggers and angers Beerus as he begins, You two have definitely forgot who you're talking to. I guess it's time you two brats learn the meaning of being her kind. Come here and... But before he can even finish what he wanted to say, the insane speed of Ultra Ego Instinct Gogeta comes through again, as a straight right hook is thrown and landed right on the god's face. With yet again Gogeta provoking Beerus with a smile saying, So, you told me to come here. I'm here. Now what did you want to say, little kitty cat? You disappoint me with how easy this is. Don't think you'll be training me anytime soon. More the other way. This insolence, you two will pay. Who do you think you're talking to? With a sudden increase in speed, Beerus in retaliation immediately grabs onto the wrist of Gogeta, saying, You got too cocky, Saiyan. Landing a few weak hits on me doesn't win you a fight against a deity. Now, your end has come. It's time you found out why they call me the strongest god of destruction in history. Beerus, what's happening? This pressure is overwhelming. As Gogeta looks on stunned at a visibly powering up Beerus, who seemingly is getting stronger only through sheer anger. With speed and with fear for his life, Gogeta immediately flies back after Beerus lets go, trembling in fear as he mutters, No way! Since when did Beerus have this much power? Was he always holding back? So, this is the strength of a true god of destruction. And standing there, now covered in purple-black lightning, in what we can only assume is Beerus' full power, Beerus smirks and proclaims, Now, let the real fight begin. Show me what the combined power of the Saiyans trained by both gods and angels is all about. Be honored to be only the second since Kitela to see this fall. And with that being said, Gogeta gets serious, getting into stance without a smile this time as he thinks to himself, Beerus, just when will we be able to surpass you? I have to finish this, and finish this now! One final attack! Let's go! And immediately Ultra Gogeta then sets off at full power, powering in his hand a vicious fist of ki, while on the opposite end, a still smiling Beerus powers to a massive ball of her Kai energy within his fist also, ready to equal Ultra Gogeta and then some, as he says one final time, Yes, finally, the challenge I've been waiting for all these years. Finally, my time has come! And just like that, as the two rush towards each other at full speed without a care for the environment, the incredible powers clash fists first. The ensuing aftermath, of course, creates an enormous explosion, one so large it can be seen from the planet's orbit. But instantly, just as the collision takes place, the power unleashed by Ultra Gogeta proves too much, and Goku and Vegeta immediately defuse. Huh? What the? Leaving Beerus confused in the process. Goku and Vegeta meanwhile are left awkwardly looking on as Goku mumbles, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the stronger we are and the more power we use, the less time we have as Gogeta. Guess we'll have to try that one again, Lord Beerus. Sorry." While Vegeta just adds, "I'm not doing this again, clown!" With Beerus just left completely unsatisfied and annoyed by the two, having been robbed of his once-in-a-lifetime chance to have the challenge he'd always craved. Yelling, "Why you two? Hakai!" But that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag